Hello folks, it's Vance again. Today I'm going to talk about Iron Man 3. That's right, the latest Iron Man movie that I happened to recently see at my wonderful local second run theater. As always, spoilers may follow, so here we go. First of all, I want to say I really enjoyed the new Iron Man movie. I think again, Robert Downey Jr. has just nailed Tony Stark, who he is, and does an excellent job. I think actually Gwyneth Paltrow does a wonderful job as Pepper Potts, and she looks really great there at the end, doing all the action stuff in this latter part of the movie, and it's really good. I will say I was disappointed in two things. First of all, the movie starts out real good. There's some great action sequences, both toward the beginning and the end of the movie. The movie sort of drags in the middle a little bit, and part of it, I will have to say, is the whole Tony Stark with the kid in the small town scenes. Not that the kid actor didn't do a good job, he did a great job, and not that, and even the writing wasn't that bad in the section, and I did like the whole bar fight and all that stuff. But there was a whole bunch of extra scenes there where he's just talking with the kid, and it's just like, oh, dragging, when is this scene going to be over? And if they had cut some of them out, it really wouldn't have messed with the plot that bad. Matter of fact, nothing against the young actor playing the boy, they could have cut his character and just had him land in the small town and do a couple of things, and it wouldn't have hurt the movie at all. I really wish they had gone with that. I didn't think the additional kid character really added anything to the story. But, hey, that's me. The other thing, of course, I'm not a huge Iron Man comic book fan. I used to read it regularly when I was younger, but I don't read as much Marvel as I used to. I'm now more of a DC guy. But, the early days, back in the 70s and 80s, I used to read Iron Man all the time. So I'm not quite as up on the current, what's going on in the Marvel continuity, but still, I, like a lot of the hardcore fanboys, I was a little bit disappointed with what they did with the Mandarin. Yeah, it was a interesting twist to find out that there's really somebody else, behind the scenes that's the real power broker, but, in the Marvel Universe, the Mandarin's a real supervillain. And so I would have liked to have seen a recognizable supervillain. Not that they don't have a supervillain in this movie, they do. It's just not one from the comic books that I know of. So to go with generic unknown supervillain, okay, it's okay, but, why do we watch comic book movies? To see characters that we like from the comic books. So, think more of that. Anyway, it was a good movie overall. I even like the after the credits scene, the whole thing that ties it, that the whole movie is Stark retelling what happened in the end, and then you find out that the other guy isn't listening. And it's a good joke. Lots of good action. I'm interested to see how they're going to integrate it back in for the next Avengers movie, when obviously Iron Man will come back for the last Avenger movie. They almost sort of hint toward the end of this movie that he's giving it up, but he's not. He's just starting over. But you could interpret it that way. But it'll be interesting to see where they go. Again, I think I would recommend it on video if you are a Iron Man fan or a comic book movie fan. If you're not into comic books or superhero action sci-fi, it's probably not going to interest you. So only rent it if it's something a topic that you would be somewhat interested in. Well, that's all for today on Iron Man. Hopefully I'll be coming back with you with some more reviews soon. So thank you for subscribing. And if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe down below. Make some comments in the bottom. Let me know how you thought about the Iron Man movie or some other ones. So until next time, y'all have a great day.